I agree. Okay, so for everybody that's new, welcome, and please open your a window to livebinder.com. And I'm just letting you know I'm recording this session for other people to watch if they were not able to make it. And if you have a question, please just jump on the mic because I am not really paying attention to the chat room. I have it really small actually, and I can't really see it. So if you have a question, please jump on the mic, get my attention, something. All right, so once you have LiveBinder up, if you would please click on create a new account, you're going to sign up for a new account. And when you've completed that, if you would give me a green check mark. But I've given you a little sample right here. You're going to put your username, whatever you want it to be. I would suggest that you use your K-12 email address as an email for this, as your main email. Then a password, and then click sign up. Now, just a quick note while you're doing this, if parents have a problem with this and they are like, I don't want my kid signing up for one more thing, that's okay, because actually students can sign up with a teacher's email address. That's why I suggest you use your school email address. So students do have access to getting an account so they can see your stuff and so that they can make something if you require them to make a LiveBinder for some reason, then they would be able to do that through your account. Also, you can pay to have a LiveBinder account. There is only one real difference, and that is the fact that you can do one more layer of tabs. So I'll show you that in just a minute, but it is not necessary by any means to pay for an account. Okay, it looks like most people are getting close to having it done. Now, once you do this and you go into the next session or the next room where I'm going to ask you to start a blank binder, you may get a box, I think Tammany said, that comes up and it's asking you if you want a tour or not. You can go to the bottom and click end of tour and it'll get you out of that. Something great you can look at later, but you don't have to watch it right now. And I'm going to turn my mic off a sec because it looks like someone's having some mic lag, so I'll be right back. Okay, so looks like most everybody's went ahead and created their account. So the next step is going to be to create your own binder. So this is a little shot of the top left-hand corner of your LiveBinder. And you're going to go ahead and click on Start a Blank Binder. Then this little screen down here will pop up, and you're going to fill this form out. You're going to give your binder a name. I have two for my English 4 classes. I have one for spring semester and one for fall semester. I really didn't need to. I don't know why I did, just because that's who I am. I don't know. I like to make new things, I guess. Then you're going to describe it. You do not have to add tags. If you want to add tags, you may. It's just another way for people to search for you or you to find it and you to be tagged along with stuff. If you don't know what tags are, don't worry about that. It's not a necessary thing. Then I always choose as category, I choose educational. Again, it's a way to organize. It does not affect the binder in any way. It doesn't give you extra tabs or different tabs or anything like that. It's just a label. And then down here at public or private. Public means there is no password to your binder. Anybody can get in, anybody can search for it, anybody can have access to it. I personally do private, and I use TXVA, all lowercase, as my student's password. And that way it just gives me one level of protection in between all the outside world and my students. Again, I don't think it's necessary. Unless you're posting a test or something like that that maybe you don't want on there, but then you can also, within the binders itself, inside the tabs itself, you can make certain documents private. So when you've created your new binder, if you'll go ahead and give me a green tab or a green check mark to know that you are with me. Y'all are fast. Man, we're gonna have extra time in here. Again, if you have any questions along the way, please jump on the mic and let me know. Okay, I'm going to screen share, so this is where I'm going to lose seeing your comments, most of them. So these are a bunch of different binders I have. And here's my blank binder that I just created a second ago. And this is what your binder should look like, whatever you named it. And it should say tab 1, tab 2, tab 3. And then I created this tab underneath here. Now, if you'll notice, I can't edit anything in there because I've left and come back. But this little eyeball right here, does everybody see this top menu? Give me a smiley face if you see that top menu up here. Okay, this top menu is how you're going to share, how you can add to a shelf. Shelves are a whole nother thing. How you can go back to all your other binders. You can create a table of contents. That's a new feature. And how you can edit the binder. Okay, so I clicked edit, and now this is what it will look like. All right, so here I have this extra tab that I created. I can delete it. So this is the tab level right here. 1, 2, 3, that's the tab level. That's the very first one. Sub tab gives you one tab below, and then this base tab is the one I was talking about, that if you pay for the service, you get the base tab. So it's just one more below the sub tab. So you get 2 levels of tabs with the free service. So there's many ways you can put information into these tabs. You just click on them and it gives you the opportunity to change the name. You can change it to whatever you want, and if you click on this little arrow, it tells you, do you want to copy this tab, paste it, copy the tab to another binder, clear the contents, change the colors. And they've added this new feature within the last month that's super cool, is this move tab over here, because it was really a pain to move it before. So now they've made it really easy to move the tabs right and left. So if you want to put a tab or a new tab, a sub-tab, you just click sub-tab and it gives you one. Now when you're trying to load content for this tab, you can do something really easy. If you're just grabbing something off another page and I just want this to open up in it, you just right click, paste, insert. There you go. So if you've just got a really great website that you want to share with your students, then you can just very quickly add it. There's even a little extension for Chrome that if you click on it, it'll put it to your live binder. Very cool, but I'm not going to go into that today. We can do that another time. Okay, so the other way you can add content is by clicking up here in the Content tab, and you can upload documents. You can add websites, texts. Where it says My Files and My Files links, that's actually stuff you've saved within other live binders. You can embed things such as your Google Docs or slides. YouTube is really cool because I can search Google Tips in my YouTube search. It'll come up with a billion different videos, or if I know the video I really want, I put that URL in here and it will just use that URL. It'll pull up that video, and there you go, boom, it's in my my folder. Okay, you can delete contents, you can delete stuff, you can use QR codes, you can use Dropbox, Flickr, pretty much anything that you can think of you can add in here. The only thing that I find is sometimes hard is when you use other extensions or stuff like that. So I'm going to go to, let's see, I'm going to go to the English, nope, where is it? This one. Okay, so here is our website for TXVA. And so every week I upload, no, they cannot. Okay, so the question is, when I share with the kids, are they able to add, delete, or change content? No, they are not. How many of you guys have been in the live binder before? Did you guys lose me? Okay, so if you've been in the live binder before, you know that you can't change the information. All you're able to do is look. Now, I can give you permission. If you're in your main page, like I can go to TXVA must-haves and I can click on options and I can share this live binder. I can collaborate with other people And if I do that, like if I want an English department one, I can put all of our email addresses in here. And then see, like right now, you can see that Stacy Head is allowed to collaborate on this binder with me. Okay, so I can add collaborators. I can share it with people, but they do not have the right to change anything unless I give them that right. Okay, oops. Let's see. One thing about when you add upload files. Okay, this is me sharing or embedding a Google slide. So this is how it looks. You can see the slide. But when I share a PowerPoint, all it does is it gives me this URL. I click on it, and then it automatically will download that PowerPoint to the students. Does that make sense? Those are your two options of how to share things. I feel like I went a little bit faster and we have a little bit of extra time. Is there something specific you would like me to show you real quick? Or, I mean, there's a lot of great things. You can edit colors, but I didn't get this far in the last one. So if there's something specific you guys had questions about.
I got a quick question, Karen.
Okay.
Do you find that kids are more likely to go to this, just a regular old LiveBinder website, even though the exact same information is found on your class? But do you think they go to this because it's, more fun, or it saves them, 5 different clicks and having to log in and click here and click here, because it's so similar? So do you find that kids favor this just because of the simplicity of it? What are your thoughts on that?
I do. I really do. I think that this is more user-friendly. The doc share is a little bit more difficult, I think, when you go to doc share. And sorry, I'm trying to show you something else. So I think it's a little bit easier for the kids to go to this because it has everything they need in one place. Symbaloo is something totally different, and I promise you I will do another presentation on that if you guys want. It's very, very, very cool. But I believe they do because they have, and I think it's more, it really makes things streamlined for the students. For like Mr. Parker and I, it really gives them 2 different layers. Like when he does a lot of testing and they come to me for questions, because let's face it, it's the end of the semester and the kids are seniors and they need their stuff. We share all of this information. So if the kids have the passcode, that is all. Yes, that is all they need. They log in, yes. But they have all of their information in one place. And I know, yes, they can find it in their class, but then they need to go to doc sharing, or they need to go through all the announcements or all that stuff. But here they have everything in one place. And to me, like in their what did I miss, it's all right here. I have the live binder in the LMS also. Yeah, I do that too. It's in the announcement. So they don't have to leave. The only thing is it opens in their page, and sometimes it can get a little bit confusing. But we've had a lot of really good feedback from them using live binder. I think that they find it really cool to just be able to go, okay, we're done with resume. I mean, and they know I add stuff all the time. And if I find something really cool, I'll throw it in there and go, hey, here's something we used.